Hello, this is Pete Marino, and I'm here to show how to quickly delegate a task, a basic procedure that you have to follow. So you want to come to your team here, your delegator. You can always go home. I'm going to take my time on this. Last time I was criticized for talking too fast, so I'm going to try to do the tutorial a little slower. And since we have a slow internet, it won't be hard. Now you enter your team. This is your team name, so I'm going to put plus team in, so that's our name. So you want to enter your company account name there, which is the name of your team. And then what we do here is we take this link up here and then bookmark it, so that way when you open up your browser, set it as your home page. So when you open up your browser, it comes right to this page. Open up the browser, click go, and you're in. Let's try it again. Okay, a little bit of an internet problem here. Sharing the internet with other people on the network. So, we're in, and I'm looking at my views here, and there's 4 different views. There's in progress, that's the main view. What's the action that's actually happening? There's on hold, and there's completed, and there's trashed. So if you go to completed, you can see everything that was done. The sort, you see it's sorting by last update. You can sort by any fields that are listed here, but last update's recommended because that's where it's all happening. So now here's all the completed things in here. And so I'm going to go back to in progress. So I'm looking at the job board, the work board, the task board, the project board that's in progress, being worked on, sorted by last update, which means what's happening, where's the action at. And so we can see this one's red here. Now this just gives you the summary of when it's due and what the title is, who has assigned it, that sort of thing. But to really get to the nitty-gritty, you want to click like I will click here, you want to click that little link there, and that brings you into the details, like opening up your filing cabinet and getting all the files out. Only difference is here it's all in one place, and everybody on your team is here to view it. And so you can set your team by clicking team and then just check off who on your team that you want to have included, or if you want to take them off the team, uncheck them. And then of course you have attachments of any type, any images, even PDFs, Corel Draws, even drafting documents if you're an architectural company, that sort of thing, no problem. Voice, video, the whole works. Here's the chat. You can see all the team members making the chat here. So it's kind of like a Skype conference, but you never have to invite anybody because it's always surrounding the task. So I'm going to go back to the beginning here, to the grid, and I'm going to add a new task. So this is how easy it is. I'm going to give the task to Floor, and it's called embed the news rant on EOD. Okay, she knows what that means. Now I'm going to update it. So that's how easy it is. It automatically said it's due tomorrow. If you want to change it when you're adding it, just change the date. It's really easy. You just, or you can always edit it. Just click the little calendar and choose the date you want. So the 28th is fine. So we don't need to update that. Now what I'm going to do, immediately it comes up red. It means you've made a task. You've assigned it to somebody, which is the requirement basically, and you've given it a title. And the due date is set for tomorrow. No problem. Now it's red. It says you have to go in there and give a little information. What's it about? And I'm going to say, here is the code for the video you wanted to include in the EOD publication. See attached. Okay, and then I'll just add that. And in the meanwhile, I'm just going to pop this code in here. So there's the actual code. I'm just going to save this, call it that code. Okay. So I want to include that into the team, and I'm just going to browse for the file. And there it is. So now I'm going to upload that file there. So we've got the chat there, and it says to open that because she's looking for this code. And that's it. Now it's all delegated. It started. She knows what it is. There's the detail. If she wants to pull anybody else in. Quickly, what you should do here is assign everybody who you want on the team. So I want myself on the team, and I want Flora on the team. That's all that we will need in this moment. I'm just going to update that. So now we're both on the team. Incidentally, the team does default. If you assign somebody a task, you don't explicitly have to say that the person you assigned it to is on the team. It's kind of taken for granted if they're the point man, they're on the team. and also you're on the team because you assigned it. So the assignee and the assigner, the gator and the gatee, are automatically included in there, but I just like to make sure anyway in case we change. Sometimes what will happen is we'll change a task, like I'll show you how this works. So I'm sending the task to her, and she's managing the workload, so she might come along and say, okay, that's all great, and then she's going to reassign it, let's say, to Roots and update. Now on hers, it's not on her screen anymore, because if you go in here, well, she's on the team, so it will be on hers, but if she wasn't on the team explicitly and she changed the point man to somebody else, it disappears from her workload. So basically, you just want to make sure when you assign a task, are your team members that you want stuck to that task, are they in there properly? That's as simple as that. Adding voice and video is really easy. Just click voice, or video. I'll show you a little example of that. Let's see, my camera's in the way a bit. We'll go to team chat. I think I have some video there. And you know, we use like a team task, and it's kind of it's always in the progress, and everybody is assigned on the team there, so we can kind of talk back and forth about general things, not task specific, but general things that apply. Here's a little video here. I think it's a video of me going crazy, so I'll just pop it up for the moment. But it'll play video.
Question regarding the Facebook.
Okay. Anyway, that didn't have video. I think I had an internet problem at the time, but there's also some other videos in here that come up. So I usually do voice. If I have a diatribe for 5 minutes that has to go out to everybody, I put it in team chat and I do a voice. But if it's kind of like end of the day stuff and kind of casual type of thing, then I'll do a video or something like that. But that's totally up to you what you want to put in the chat and what you want to include in the attachments. It's got an automatic preview, medium size. You've got thumbnails there, but it's got, so this is kind of handy too. When you're working on a project, you can just kind of like, you don't have to really open them. You can kind of go through them and check it out. So it's really convenient that way. So we'll go back to the grid, because you always want to end up back to the grid, and then you can, do your work that you have to do, and you just leave this open. Don't close it. You don't need email anymore. Just leave it open. It'll automatically refresh. This little refresh button here, it'll automatically do that every couple of minutes. So if you just leave it open and come back and see, is there any red, and then you'll see the red on your projects. If you want to see everybody's project, you click show all, and this is stuff that you may not be on the team for, but you still, now you get a whole overview of the entire company there. Now there's the intercom that just came up here. So what happens is, what we do is we log into the intercom using this one here. I'm going to go back to show mine. So when you click intercom, it's got the intercom that pops up. Now, if anybody uses it on your team in the intercom, and you have, if you don't have this block where it says block autofocus in here, then it's automatically going to come up. So you're doing your work, and then if somebody needs you, boom, the intercom's going to come back up. And if you're really busy, like a do not disturb, then you want to, let me just pop that back up again. You want to click the do not disturb. Also, the intercom is more than just an intercom, because if you type in a website like this, anything with HTTP in it, and you click send, everybody who's attached to the intercom on their browsers, the page pops up. And this is really handy if you're working in the team and you're like, hey guys, I'm stuck on this, and you give them a reference point. Now everybody's looking. They don't have to say, what's that link? And you don't realize how many times you would say, what's that link, or where is it? All these type of tasks are kind of like taken care of suddenly. It just becomes so much more efficient. Then there's a search in here too as well. You can search for anything. If you search for like let's say embed, it should find this embed here. Let me do a search here. Just click the search button, and it picks up that. Now if I want to search for like star team, anything with the word team in it that we've used, this will actually, if you put a star in front of it, it'll search all the chat and all the communication that you have. So now we're going to probably get more. Well, I couldn't find anything. How about the word strat? Oh, they did find a lot. So it found 2 pages with the word team in it. So when you want to clear it out, you click the X, and now it should be, it's returning me back to the, here we go. Now I'm back to my normal screen. So it's pretty easy to use. It's not like email where you say, where was that conversation? You no longer have to do that. You just type in search, and if you want to do a deep search, you put a star. If you want to do a title search, you just type it in, and it's just that easy. And there's checklists and all kinds of other stuff you can play around with. Checklists that even have things where it'll remember, like certain checklists, you can reprogram them in. That's really handy too. But that's the initial overview. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you find it useful. Feel free to comment in the news, in the news of our, these are some other publications. Comment in the news, and or you can just click help. Anytime you click the help button, that pops up the intercom to us where we give live support. So we're always there. Our intercom, then you can reach our intercom through clicking help. That's the level of commitment we're trying to give. We're really trying to help people, not just be more productive, but also to be make less mistakes and have less stress in the workplace. So it's about reducing mistakes, reducing stress, and being more productive. It's just a lot better work environment when you're not having to ask the same question 100 times a day, like where's that file? That type of thing has to be eliminated. If a mistake happens once or twice, that's one thing, but if it's happening, it's something that you do, it's not adding value to what your core work is, and you do it over and over and over, not good, not a good scenario, and it should be fixed. So we're going to be here to help you fix those scenarios and improve life for everybody. So thanks a lot. Hope you